And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Nick from Australia, and welcome to the Raiders versus Warriors review for round 20 of the NRL. Friday night footy. Two teams that were extremely desperate for a win, and there could only be one winner tonight, and that was the Canberra Raiders. 20 points to 18. The Warriors will be absolutely filthy with themselves. Couldn't kick a conversion to save their life. Um, Chanel Harris Tavita would be absolutely filthy with himself, and I think the vision of that at full time in the dressing sheds pretty much confirmed all of that. This is the Friday football review. Only one game to get through, so we probably won't be on here for a long time tonight, but the Raiders keep their season alive. Welcome back Jamal Fogarty and Zach Hosking, and yeah, the poor old Warriors. They scored more tries than the Raiders tonight, and they still managed to get beat. So they'd be disappointed with themselves, and I think the coach Andrew Webster will be really disappointed with everything that went on tonight. G'day to William Pearson in the live chat. G'day to everyone that's watching. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. Press the subscribe button. Like the live stream. Like everything about the channel. And yeah, I would really, really appreciate if you guys could subscribe if you haven't already. But Raiders Warriors review. Let's just get into it, man. Not much to go over. Just it was a game that I think we all expected. We all knew that it was going to be a 1 to 12 type game, either way, whether it be the Warriors or the Raiders. And when the Raiders got to 14-0 early, it looked like they were going to really run away with it. But once the Warriors scored that try before halftime, I was like, well, it's going to be 1 to 12. The Raiders won't be able to continue to kick on. I just didn't believe they were going to. I knew after the Raiders got out to a 14-0 lead up, when the Raiders kept dropping the ball and giving the Warriors chances there for about 10 minutes, I knew the Warriors were going to get back into it, which they did. I mean, they fought hard, the Warriors, but again, just poor goal kicking, which ended up being the difference, man. Like, I know people are going to say, oh, Canberra were the better team. Oh, no, the Warriors were the better team. People are going to argue about that, but 4 tries to 3, usually that's enough to win your rugby league games. And for some reason, goal kicking was a big problem with the Warriors tonight. Now, I know Sean Johnson wasn't there, and I know Adam Pompey went off injured, and they had Harris Tavita kicking. But Harris Tavita, like, he's done plenty of goal kicking throughout his career, and he's a fairly reasonable goal kicker to have for backup, and he was shocking with the boot tonight. Absolutely shocking. Couldn't kick a goal to save his life. That one he missed to make it 20-all, in my opinion, just wasn't good enough. When you're a professional rugby league player playing in the #1 rugby league competition in the world, you need to kick those goals. You cannot miss them from there. Practically next to the post. It's tough. It might be a little bit harsh on Harris Tavita, but as a fan that's just watching, because obviously I go for the Cowboys, so I don't really care too much for these two sides, but watching as a fan on the outside, Harris Tavita is a rugby league player that I do rate. I do like his work. I like what he's about. I'm just disappointed that he didn't get it done, and I think he would be disappointed as well. So the poor old Warriors, honestly. I did tip Canberra to win, so I was happy that I got the tip right. But the poor old Warriors, man, they just seem to be in a really difficult hole at the moment, and they're having trouble getting out of it, man. I know they had a win back in round 17 over the Broncos, but things just aren't clicking for them, man. I don't know what it is. Just stuff isn't working for the Warriors. They need to address it quickly, man. They really do. They had that absolute stinker against the Gold Coast around 16 or whatever it was. And Yeah, they've had some bad hiccups this season. Now, the way the game started, Hudson Young scored the first try. Raiders go 6-0. Then Hudson Young scores again of a very nice Jamal Fogarty ball. Raiders go to 12-0 early. They looked really hot. But you know what? This is where I think Canberra ruined their own momentum. When they were up 12-0, they received a penalty and they decided to go for the 2 points, which I normally don't have a problem with. But when you have cracked the line twice on the left side and you found points, there's no point going from 12-0 to 14. You might as well just keep going. You might as well just keep trying to score points because you have the confidence and you have the belief that you can score more. So, you know, it can work both ways, but I didn't really agree with the penalty kick to go to 14-0 up. And then, as what always happens when a team goes from either, whether it be from 8 points to 10 points, whether it be from a 10-point lead to a 12-point lead, it means absolutely nothing. In this case, a 12-point lead to a 14-point lead. And then what happens? The other team that is behind always scores next. Happens a lot of the time. And they do score next to Warriors. I believe it was, who was it? It was Roger Tuivasa-Sheck went over and scored a very nice try. What are we, 14-6 at half time in favour of Canberra. And I thought to myself, considering everything that's happened, the Raiders, 25 minutes of dominance, yet they're only up by 8. The Warriors will take that. Then the Warriors did hit back for a nice try on the left side for Kurt Capewell. What are we, 14-10 at that stage. Then there was a try to... Who was after that? 14-10 up. I'm trying to remember. Top of my head, who the hell scored? Oh my god, it's shocking for me. Who was the other try scorer? I know Fennell Blake scored to make it 18 all, or 20-18. I can't remember the try before it. Someone in the live chat can let me know. I'll remember it in a moment. Oh, Barnett. Mitch Barnett went over on the left edge. And then Harris Tavita missed it again. It would be 14 all at that point. And then there was a nice kick from K.O. Weeks, bounced up. Tomoko and Savage were there. Savage ended up getting to the ball first. Raiders go to 20-14. Fogarty, goal kicking man, 4 from Fogarty. And then obviously Fennell Blake crashed over next to the post, and Harris Tavita missed a conversion that he should have kicked. And we're locked at it's 20-18, and then the Warriors dropped the ball, I think, next set, and then they threw the ball around with 10 seconds to go, and Capel ended up getting tackled, and that was pretty much all she wrote, man. The Raiders get it done, 20 points to 18. Tough stuff for the Warriors, tough pill to swallow for the Warriors. Score more tries but lose. Must drive the coaching staff insane, and especially the other 12 players that are on the field. Harris Tavita would be blaming himself, but sometimes that's just how it goes. You lick your lips and you move on. For the Raiders, though, I thought Jamal Fogarty in his return game was really good. I thought Hudson Young had a fantastic game in the second row. I thought Chris and Tomoko both looked good with the football, but they need more ball. The more ball Chris and Tomoko get in the centres, the better the Raiders will look. I thought K.O. Weeks had some really good moments at fullback. Rapana and Savage did a job. I thought Tarpany was great for Canberra tonight. I thought Morgan Smithies had a really good game. Zach Hosking on return looks pretty good. And for the Warriors, like I thought Tuivasa-Sheck, obviously he went to fullback because Tuapiki had a HIA fail. Tuivasa-Sheck at fullback looked a lot better. A lot better, man. Thought Kurt Capewell in the centres did a job. Barnett played well after his State of Origin win the other night. Thought Harris Tavita, like, on the field was decent. Thought Tamari Martin really struggled tonight. I don't know what the hell was going on. Tamari Martin, he just seemed to lack a bit of direction tonight. He looked a bit lost. Fennell Blake was really good. I must admit, Jackson Ford. Jackson Ford last season was one of the most improved players in the NRL, and I still think he is a very good player. But for some reason, last 4 to 6 weeks, and maybe even earlier in the season, Jackson Ford's form has gone from, like, say the eighth step. Ford's gone down to like the fifth or fourth step. He's gone down 3 levels, man. I don't know what has happened to Jackson Ford, but he has dropped a lot of form, man. Like, nothing against the bloke. I think he's a very good back rower, and I know the Warriors have been trying to play him in the middle a little bit, but Jackson Ford might need a week or two in New South Wales Cup just to try and find some form and some confidence. I think that's what he needs to do, in my opinion. Nothing against the bloke, just and he's down on confidence. You can clearly see it with the way he's playing. Thought Marata near Corey on that right edge looked really good. Probably just didn't get enough ball for mine. Just a really gutsy, grindy win for the Raiders. They led 14-0. Nearly blew it. Probably would have lost the game, the Raiders, if Harris Tavita could goal kick, or if someone else could have stepped up, because I thought, Pompey would have kicked if he never got injured, and Johnson obviously wasn't there. I'm surprised they didn't give it to somebody else after he missed 2 or 3 kicks. But is what it is, man. Raiders take the win. Congratulations to them. They now go to, I think, 10th on the live ladder. They got South Sydney next week in Canberra, which is going to be another really big test for the Raiders. We'll see how they go in that one. As for the Warriors, well, it would be a miracle if the Warriors made the finals from here. They're going to have to win pretty much almost every game. I know they got that 1 point, a bit like Manly, where they might get in because of that 1 point, but with the way the Warriors are currently playing, without Sean Johnson, without Tohu Harris, without a few other players, Chance is not there. It's tough for the Warriors. They do play the West Tigers next week in New Zealand, I believe, and it's a game you expect the Warriors to win. They just got to find some form. But anyway, guys, my player of the game is going to go to Hudson Young. Thought he was really good, so he's my player of the game. KO Weeks and Fogarty are probably second and third best for me. But, guys, that's where the review's going to come to an end. Thank you all for watching. Really appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Saturday night football review, man. 3 games to review tomorrow. Souths Tigers, Knights Broncos, and the big one, man. Top 4 battle, Melbourne and the Roosters. Should be very, very good tomorrow. Looking forward to see it for Saturday. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. If you want to donate to the channel, you can through PayPal, Super Chat, and PayID. Have a good night, everybody. And, yeah, Raiders get it done 20